Now the boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 23 Blackburn Rovers career mode. The biggest talking point of the last episode was what we do with Ben Brereton Diaz. Now, I could have taken him off the transfer list if I wanted to. I've offered him a new contract. He's signed it. He's going to be staying, but he's not. You guys think it would be more realistic to let him go? Plus, he did request to leave the club. I just didn't want to let him go for absolutely nothing in January. The unfortunate thing is with FIFA, like, you can't make a transfer for a player who's got his contract running down in January. This is something I really hope they fix in the future. We'd have just lost him for absolutely nothing on a contract. So Brereton Diaz, regarding his future at the club, is leaving. Now, it does need to be a good team. It needs to be a Premiership team in my mind where we send him, or one of the bigger European leagues. So we do need to bear that in mind. I'm not just going to let him go to anyone. We had a couple of bids from like Braga and stuff. I'm not going to let him go there. I feel like it needs to be that really big move forward now from Blackburn. It's going to cause us a lot of problems moving forward because he's the best player at the club and our top goal scorer. So we're going to really be relying on Joe Gelhardt to step it up. I'm most likely going to have to sign a new striker because Sam Gallagher is not happy with his play time and I'm not really happy with the way he plays. So it does mean that this could be a crazy January. Who knows what's going to happen, but this could be a wild one. So strap yourselves in. Of course, we are weakest at centre-back. We're scouting a ton of players for that centre-back position. All suggestions that you guys have had. So we'll wait and see with some of the scout reports coming back. It's probably going to be a slow start to the window, but then ramp up as it goes on. We're going to kick this episode off also by taking on Grimsby in the FA Cup. I really don't care about this one, so we'll just see what result we get. I have put out a pretty strong starting 11, so, I mean, I'd expect them to beat Grimsby. And we do just that with a hat-trick from Ben Brereton Diaz. That might be the last action that he has for Blackburn Rovers. It's not a bad send-off if he leaves the club with a hat-trick. Got a transfer offer coming in here for Real Sociedad for Kaminski. Absolutely not. He's one of the higher earners at the club, but I mean, he's been so important so far, the 30-year-old. I don't think it'd be the right time to let him leave. Now, in terms of money, we don't really have a lot, so it's very dependent on whether there's some big sales in this window. Next up is this match against Coventry. We're actually going to play this one. They're not that far behind us. They've got a pretty decent starting 11. Hamer in the midfield is someone who potentially we wanted to go in for in the summer. They've got a pretty strong front line, so this could be a difficult one in terms of defending. We are going to be starting Ben Brereton Diaz though. But there you go, Yorkiemann, January manager of the month. We're absolutely smashing it at the minute. January has been good for us. So was December. December was a real turnaround month for Blackburn. Actually propelling ourselves into the title race there in December. So massive turnaround month for us, considering we had a pretty rough time of it before that. With that one into Dolan. He's going to go straight up to Ben Brereton Diaz. That is nice play between him and Buckley. And Diaz in a good position, surely. 1-0. I mean, he's on fire at the minute. Hat-trick in the last game. And 7 minutes into this one, he's going to make it 1-0 for Blackburn. Great link-up play. I need to do this more with him. Hold the ball up a little bit more. Again, I don't know how long he's going to be at the club for, but I'm going to enjoy these moments. 12 goals in 25 matches now for Ben Brereton Diaz. He is absolutely storming it. Right at the window as well, which is where we're most likely going to lose him. That's where he's having his best run of form. Oh, well, here come Coventry. Piling forward. What a save. Kaminski. Oh, my God, Wharton. You have just cost us a goal. Just clear it. I mean, it came at him with some power, but this is why we need better defense. I mean, it couldn't have gone more telegraphed to the striker. It's a tapping in the end. They've just given the ball away so cheaply. Reece Nelson now. Probably going to have to do it all himself. No, he's not. He's going to have Buckley. Ah, it was poor. It was way too far in front of him and just straight towards the goalkeeper's arms. Knight picks it up, though, and he really can hit a decent cross in Dabo will be there. We could exploit Dabo, though, because he's not too tall. Drawing doesn't necessarily take me out of the title race, but I don't want to draw. I want victories where we can. Deflections are not going my way at the minute, but we need the victories as and when we can. Carter, poor pass there to Britain. We've seen a couple of them now. Dolan, poor pass. Dolan not really been in this game of football so far. 30 minutes in. He's had zero impact. He needs to turn his man there, and he does perfectly. And Buckley, oh, he just couldn't find the right pass to get that in behind. Nelson now. Position for him. Gets tackled from behind. He's gone down injured. The referee's given absolutely nothing there, which is infuriating because that was clearly a bad foul. Straight in from behind. He might have got the football, but he took his man as well. And this has put me in an awkward position up against Hamer. Get the ball back, Carter. That is great from him. I'm just worried about Reece Nelson because this is going to be another injury for Reece Nelson. It is not his first, and it is going to become a bit of a problem if our star signing just keeps continuously getting injured. Go on then, Diaz. Oh, that's not a bad ball. It was a decent idea. Buckley's going to win that. Can he win a header? He can. He's won it well. That's a good shot. And the second shot. Oh, my God. How have we not scored there? It's going to be more game time for Mark Amby with Reece Nelson's injury. It feels like he's only just come back from the previous injury, and we're having to bring him off again. Win the ball back here. Knight makes the right move to Mark Amby. Ben Brereton Diaz then. Back to Mark Amby. This is brilliant. Mark Amby, he's going to be unselfish. Oh, he just couldn't get to it. Just doesn't quite have the pace, does he, Hedges? And that was the opportunity at the end of the game. We did not capitalise on that. That's going to be 1-1 and a disappointing draw. Reece Nelson's going to be out for 3 months as well. This just can't get any worse. But yes, it can. Gelhart's been recalled. I don't know why. He played a fair amount of games. You should be able to choose how much game time they're going to have. Like their player role for the loan. Because Gelhart has played quite a bit and scored goals for this Blackburn team. Now he's been recalled by Leeds. And I'm left with absolutely nothing. And potentially about to lose Ben Brereton Diaz. It's that kind of thing that could potentially ruin our season. I wanted to keep Gelhart. We still might sign him in the future. Do you think Leeds will be nice and let me sign Willie Nonto? I'm going to approach to loan. No, they hate me now. Leeds and my report has just gone downhill. Like Jesse Marsh, that's what I'm saying. We need another striker. Now, Tyrese Campbell is someone I'm very fond of. Market value is 2 million. All I have is 2 million. We need to get more bodies through the door. He does suit my style of play, though. I'm going to go 1.7. I just hope that they want to let him go for that. Wow, they want a lot more, and I just can't pay this. We are in a problematic position. I really don't feel like I want to give minutes to Gallagher. He just doesn't suit my play style. Was Bristol City up next? Then it's another draw. Dolan at least getting on the score sheet in this one, but Semiao getting them back into the game. It'll be a point again against Bristol City. After that, we took on Fleetwood in the FA Cup. I did rotate a hell of a lot. I still think we should be beating Fleetwood, but I did rotate a lot. Gallagher got a goal for us, but we're going to lose 2-1. We go out of the FA Cup, but you know that's not our focus this season. It's all about the Premier League. As we charge through, I'm just not really getting many offers. It might be getting to the point where I'm going to have to dip into the youth academy. Here we go then. It's happened, boys. It has happened. It is nearly the 28. And we get the big offer that we was expecting. It's Burnley, which is killing me because they're a Lancashire rival and they're challenging to get promoted. I'm going to try and fleece Burnley right now for Ben Brereton Diaz. I'm going to hit the negotiation table and I'm going to try and get more money for him. 22.4 though is already decent. I want 28 million, please, for Ben Brereton Diaz. 22 and a sell-on clause. I'm actually going to be okay with a sell-on clause, but I want more. Let's maybe say 26. I've come down a bit. 22 still. The tension is super high. I'm going to say 24.5 and just remove the sell-on clause. I'm hoping this gets the deal over the line. Yeah, they're going to be happy with that. They don't want to see it fall through. I think 24 million for someone in the championship is a huge feat. Might even be a record, so we're going to be cool with that. Now we have to wait and see if he signs a contract. And then when that does happen, that's when we have to go on a spending spree because, I mean, we need players now. I genuinely do feel like at this stage, though, with the Reece Nelson injury, this could be the end in reality of our title chase. It's game day against Middlesbrough, and Ben Brereton Diaz is walking out of the club. Here we go. He's gone. I mean, you guys wanted to see it happen, so we made it happen. This maybe was a 50-50 decision, but I agree, it was more realistic. Now, he hasn't gone to the Premiership, but he's gone to Burnley, an ex-Premiership side with a lot of money. He's going to be paid a lot more than what he's getting at Blackburn. It's probably been sold the project by Vincent Company that we are getting promoted this season. I'm guessing he'd just become disheartened at what we were trying to build here in Blackburn. Didn't really give me the opportunity or chance to show him what we could do. Our top goal scorer, at least. We get an A for it because, I mean, we made fat stacks on this one. That does put me in a very solid financial position of 24 million now in the current budget. And if I'm being honest, there's actually a lot I want to improve. There's a lot of positions I want to improve. So we're going to go for it now, boys. And this is actually still a deal I want to get done, and that's Tyrese Campbell. We're going to try and get this deal done today so that we have him for this game against Middlesbrough. And then we've still got a lot of room to maneuver in this window. I said before this was going to be a long episode. It is. I'm going to offer him 2.5 million. I want 3 million all round. I'm going to go 2.8. I know we've just received a lot of money, but I do feel like there's actually a lot I want to do with the club. 2.8, they're going to accept it. Let's go. Really easy deal in the end, contract-wise, to get done. He just took 15 grand, which is what he was already on at Birmingham, and a little bit of a pay rise. We got him on 4 years. This is perfect for us. He's only 23. Honestly, Tyrese Campbell will grow a lot. You might be saying he's nowhere near as good as Brereton Diaz right now. He suits our style of play better for one. He can play on the wing. I'm just excited about it. I think he will improve very quickly too, honestly. Trust me, boys. Here we go then. A little bit new. Look, Blackburn taking on Middlesbrough. It was a 1-1 draw last time we met them. We're in very similar places in the league. If we are going to be fighting for the title this year, this is how we stamp a claim. The most important one coming into this one, of course, it will be the first time that Blackburn are without Ben Brereton Diaz. I'm a little bit nervous about the move. We still have a lot to do, and I haven't really been scouting as if we was going to lose him. So you noticed there, I don't have a ton of strikers on the list because I didn't think we'd have to feel this situation out until the summer. Now, we have been thrust into this position, and we know we need to make some changes. Tyrese Campbell, though, is a player I can see working out because we can play that ball in behind. He can get in behind perfectly for me. And that is, without a shadow of a doubt, the way I like to play. Tyrese Dolan there with a poor pass, and that is actually something I'm working on now because I'm just not happy with Dolan's passing. It's been absolutely horrendous. This is great. Mower, what a save, Kaminsky. Middlesbrough are just a different breed when you play against them, honestly. They've got such a good squad. Going to get to see Tyrese Campbell run for the first time. We are, but Mark Hamby isn't going to find his man, and this is probably one of the biggest issues we have at the minute. We don't have that many good technical passers on the pitch. Oh my God, we just got absolutely undone there. Oh, that's good to Travers. Travers passed, though. I didn't want it there. That's where I wanted it, in tonight. Buckley can't keep it. Oh my God. It's the same as the last time we played them. They dominated last time we played against them, and we just broke away and scored a goal. They're doing exactly the same again in this one. I just cannot get the football off them when they have the ball. EA really made Middlesbrough good this year. This is a little bit of a problem. And that might be a perfect ball in behind to Mark Hamby. Oh, he's got to score it. Might have Tyrese Campbell now. He's got the pace. He takes it perfectly. Tyrese Campbell for his first goal. What a save from Stefan. That would have been a huge moment for Campbell in his Blackburn career. But we got to remember, they've got Zach Steffen in net. He's a Man City backup keeper. He's played for them. I mean, that just shows you the instant quality difference. Dolan again, they're not really doing what I wanted him to do, but he's going to keep the football, and then he's going to try and play that one into Tyrese Campbell, and another great save from Stefan. Look, the chip has worked for me in the past. We're going to give it another go. We'll off that in with some power. Can we win the header? We can! Oh my God, it's saved again, and is it going to go in? It is going to go in! Knight did not give up on the ball. He's been such a good signing, and we take the lead once again against Middlesbrough. It's a good corner in. The chip worked again. Good header. I mean, they muddle up and Knight just stabs at it. That's not a bad way to go in at half-time. It's gone down as a what more own goal. I feel like this time round instantly, though, we seem like we're playing miles better than the last time we played against them. We're being a little bit smarter on the ball and keeping possession a little bit more because they just dominated that last time round. This is why we need quicker defenders. Chubarak Pongo's flying forward. There's going to be room. Well in Heim. We cover it in the end. It's more due to their sloppy play. Alan then. Going to try and play that one over to Campbell. Campbell touches it down. It's good to Mark Hamby. Oh, he just couldn't strike it cleanly. Triple sub for us, and instantly it's the forwards that are coming off. Obviously, apart from Campbell. Dak coming on. Hedges coming on. Costiello coming on. Buckley hasn't played badly. He's just knackered, but I'm really not happy with my wingers. Now, it was a corner they scored from last time. Won't be a corner they score from this time. Tyrese Campbell now. We'll take this one out wide. And he'll beat his man. That is absolutely superb from Tyrese Campbell. If he times this correctly, he might have just found through Bradley Dack. Oh my God, that wasn't too far off. With 10 minutes left, it's just about holding on. If you can win games like this is what makes you a champion in this league. You don't have to score 10 or 12 a game. It's just win them 1-0, defend well, and that will get us promoted. Oh, you've got to get right side of Giles there. We're knackered now at the back. Giles got to whip it across. With corner, last minute of the game. They've just brought off Muniz, so, I mean, that makes me feel a little bit better. We have to win this header. Get to that Kaminsky. That should be the game over. We beat Middlesbrough 1-0. It's an own goal. We take those. I don't particularly think it was a bad debut for Tyrese Campbell either. If it wasn't for Stefan in net with a couple of great saves, I think he'd have got his first goal. We already know, boys. We need to improve at centre-back. And I am scouting a lot of your guys' suggestions. They are taking a while to come back. One that really piqued my interest here, actually, is Reggie Cannon. I need someone quicker at the back. The fact he can play right-back as well covers that position, which is fantastic. Not actually have an out-and-out cover right now for right back. We're going to go out there. We're going to bring in Reggie Cannon for centre back. Look at how quick he is. He suits my needs perfectly. Hopefully he still grows, and he's going to be relatively cheap. I reckon we'll just go in at 3.6 million and see if I can get him for that. Okay, they want Hayden Carter, which I'm just not really okay with doing. We're offering 3.25 because it feels like they are going to drive a hard bargain here. They want a sell-on clause. No way I'm giving them that. Offering 3.55 and see if that gets this deal done. 3.850. I'm going to have to accept it at this stage. They know we've just come into some money. They know it's really closing into deadline day. And I really needed someone on the team. I needed that speedy centre-back. Now, you may think he's a little bit too short, but you shouldn't, because we play a very high line. We play really aggressively. So it's more balls over the top that we need to worry about, being able to compete with strikers' speed rather than actually the height and winning headers. Like, that's not as worrisome. We'll offer him a pay rise, 11,000, 100 signing on. Hopefully he'll accept that. Doesn't reach what he wants. I mean, yeah, I'll accept that. That's fine. Anything to get this man through the door so we can make our defense stronger. Don't feel like we're going to get an A for this one, though, boys. Just being honest, I don't think this one is going to be an A. It's not going to be an F, though. We'll take a C. 74 overall as well. Like, honestly, we're a team competing now. We need these players. As much as I want Carter to improve, he's still going to see game time. He's very young. Yorkiemann will be the new starting centre-back alongside him. Things are starting to shape up. We still have 16 million left, and I do fancy doing a couple of deals here on deadline day. I'm not going to go crazy because I know we want money if we do make it to the Premiership, but if we don't make it to the Premiership, we're going to need a lot of money as well for next season. There's only so much business you can really do in January, unless you're Chelsea, but there is only so much business you can really do in January when you're a club like us. With it being deadline day, we need to move quickly, and I can't think of anyone better to replace Ben Brereton Diaz than Callum Grant. Really trying to get himself a spot back in a Premiership team. We are currently a point off of automatic promotion. Yes, West Brom are trying to get promotion as well. They have 4 other strikers though, one of them being 22-year-old Daryl Dye. I feel like with the money now that we have here at Blackburn, this is definitely an achievable transfer. It'll be an expensive one though, the most expensive one that we've gone for. I'm going to offer 5 million straight off the bat. They say 5.4. I'm absolutely happy with that. They reckon that we should have been paying 6 or 7 million for Grant. I could agree as well. He's got a record of 10 goals so far in the Championship this season. Now, he's going to cost me a lot of money. Him and Tyrese Campbell are going to be our strikers though. I think Sam Gallagher, I'm just not vibing with him. He's probably going to go on the transfer list, and we're going to try and get rid of him for some decent money. I know that won't happen in this window with the time we've got left, but eventually he'll probably go. We're offering 30 grand, which, bear in mind, is less than what we were paying Diaz and 300,000. And he's going to be happy with that. So there we go. Callum Grant is now a Blackburn Rovers player. We're going to actually strip Gallagher of the number 9, add him to the transfer list, and give Callum Grant number 9. We're not going to stop there, though. With me still being unsure about Bradley Dack and John Buckley at times, I'm going to go in for Alfie Devine and get this deal done early. The 18-year-old Tottenham player. We know kind of a bit of what he can do from the series, but I never really got to use him properly, and hopefully we'll get to use him properly in this one. 0.4 million. We're just going to go straight in at his value, and they're going to accept that. Cheers, Conte. Cheap deal then for Devine. We got him on a rotation, 5-year contract at 6k a week. With that bit of business done, I feel like that's probably going to be it for the transfer window for us. We'll see if anything else crazy happens, but I'm really happy with the moves we've made. In the end, we did actually get a transfer bid for Gallagher. It's about 1.8 million to go to Genk, and there we go. He's gone. He's leaving the club. He never really did it for me. And we have our new strikers in Callum Grant and Tyrese Campbell. And with that Gallagher departure, nothing else happened in this transfer window. So this is how it's gone. Knight and Nelson came in the summer. And then 4 big signings after that Diaz deal going through. Tyrese Campbell, Yorkiemann, Callum Grant, and Alfie Devine. I feel like we've improved ourselves and future-proofed ourselves all in one window. And there's some decent money left there with 10 million going into next season. Joe Rankin Costello does just not seem like a player I'm going to get on with too well. I haven't really used him. He's not really a big part of the rotation. The only reason he stayed is because of his versatility. Now with Cannon being able to play right back as well, we're going to let Joe go to Norwich for 2.1 million. This deal won't happen until next season, but if we do make it to the Premiership, he definitely won't be playing in my starting 11 or even on the reserves. Debut time then for a few players as we take on Sheffield United. Callum Grant's going to get his debut, Yorkiemann, and Devine is going to get a debut. I'm going to play him out on the left-hand side. I'll see how he gets on. Feel like we're missing decent passes on the wing at the moment, and he's not a bad passer. Though he might be a little bit slower, we're going to treat him as a wide playmaker. Sheffield United are going for automatic promotion as well as us. This could be a huge victory if we can beat them. Let's see if McBurney and co can cause me problems with Ryan Brewster. They were hard to play against last time, but this time we got Yorkiemann to kind of deal with the pace a little bit. That's better from Devine. Let's see how Callum Grant does. He's such a seasoned championship striker. Expecting him to have a decent time here, actually, today. Callum Grant there. Turns. This is a great pass into Buckley. Buckley for 1-0. What a save. We'll get the second ball. And is that Knight again? He has just had such a good goal-scoring season so far, and we take the lead. There'll be a lot of questions around Blackburn in this transfer window, especially with Ben Brereton Diaz going. This kind of start is exactly what we need. Callum Grant as well, who laid the ball off to start with. And Jason Knight there, just to tap it in. He's been perfect at being in those positions when we needed him. I'd have to say, he's probably been the signing of the season so far. Pickering, he's got options. He's gone to Doland. We're going to cut that back across. It's going to land to Callum Grant for his first goal as a Blackburn Rovers player. And our number 9, Callum Grant, Sheffield United's defending all over the shop. He's going to make it 2-0 Blackburn. And I'm so happy that the signings are just linking up perfectly. It's a good ball in from Dolan. I don't know what happened. I thought it was going to be to Buckley, but Grant, perfect finish. He took it brilliantly as well in his stride. And we're 2-0 up just like that. I do feel like with the right players in this system, the players that suit this system, we just will overwhelm side. Vine doing really well there again. Buckley now. He's going to try and find Callum Grant. He's going to find him. This could be 2 for Callum Grant. Oh, it's saved. Oh, he couldn't get the rebound. It should have been 2. But we have started this one on fire. And I tell you what, Divine's passing ability out on the wing is doing me a ton of favours as Knight shoots that one and Fodringham saves it. It has been an onslaught so far. An absolute onslaught. And it might get worse for them, as that was a very good header and Fodringham recovers. Buckley then gets that into Callum Grant. Callum Grant, perfect reverse ball over to Dolan. Maybe he gets a touch on it. Wasn't a good one. It was a difficult ball to take in his stride. Giving it away. Alfie Devine then will play that one forward tonight. Knight will play that one back across. We're going to whip this one in. It's towards Buckley. It's just beyond the post. Oh, here we go. McAtee. Cannon stayed with him. But I made a poor attempt at a tackle and Kaminsky will collect that. Dolan needs to work on his stamina. I have to bring him off now for Mark Amby. And I feel like I have to bring him off every game. He needs to work on that because we're not going to stop playing this extremely enthusiastic football. You can't leave Callum Grant like that. Callum Grant now, surely gets another. That's a brace for Callum Grant. It's 2-0. And it's pretty comfortable for this new look Blackburn Rovers side. I'm not going to take him off because he's on a hat-trick. So I don't want to tempt fate there. He might get extremely mad at me to start with. We are going to bring a couple more of the rotation guys on because this game feels like it is well over. Orion Brewster's found space through. Made a poor attempt of a tackle. Fires off the shot. Great save, Kaminsky. Considering we're both in the title race, that was relatively easy. The new players looked fantastic. Callum Grant nearly getting a hat-trick. I'm very excited for the second half of the season. Knight again with that tapping, though. I can't get over it. He's just so good at being in positions that you need him to be in. And with that result, it moves us into second and a point clear in second, so it means nothing by any stretch of the imagination. That sets back Sheffield United a little bit. Preston still top of the league, which hurts me the most. That's going to be it for this episode, boys. Only 3 games, because obviously it was a crazy episode. I can't believe how much business we ended up doing. Let me know how you feel like we did down below. I feel like we could be on for promotion this season. Who knows? Then hopefully we'll get back massively in the Premiership, because this squad right now definitely doesn't feel like they'll be able to hang in the Premiership. That's it for me. Thank you very much for your support. Smash the subscribe button if you're enjoying the content, and I will see you in the next one.